Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, just back with some real quick news here. All right, y'all, as y'all know, number 15 flyweight Montana De La Rosa, she's set to return against flyweight Mayra Bueno Silva February 27th. And as you know, Montana De La Rosa, she's 4-2 in the UFC, and Silva is 2-1. Most of De La Rosa's wins, they come by submission over some fighters that's usually ranked around her area or lower. But then you got Silva, who just has scored a couple of submission wins over Jillian Robertson and Barella. And yeah, I just wanted to come back and do a real quick video on this one because I just want to give you my thoughts on this fight as a whole. Right now, I just feel like, Montana, this is really a win to help her stay in the top 15 right now because, as you know, Bueno Silva is unranked. So this is just kind of a win to maybe elevate her to 13 or 14. And she has to look impressive. This is a fight where she has to look good. And for Silva, this is a fight to help push her to debut into the top 15, in my opinion. So if she comes in here and looks dominant against somebody like Montana De La Rosa, it might just push her to number 15 or might push her just around 13 or 14 and somewhere around that area. But style-wise, I think this is going to be an explosive fight. That's why I really wanted to just drop a video on this one to tell people to keep a eye out on this one. I know a lot of people who don't like De La Rosa. They feel like her style is a bit one-dimensional. They feel like, she's still not growing as a fighter. But, she's like 27, and she still comes to fight. And, that's what people really like most of the time, right? They just want to see fights. Some people don't even care about where people stand in the rankings. But I know as hardcore fans, they do. But I think this is going to be an explosive fight. Silva, she's a come-forward pressure fighter. She throws heavy power strikes, heavy kicks, and she's very slick on the ground, in my opinion. Montana, she's been trying to improve her striking. She packs some power in her right hand, but she still really needs to work on the basic fundamentals and being more confident as a striker. But her ground game is on point. Her strength is on point. I just feel like she needs to really work she needs to really put everything in the sync, as far as the hands, how to get takedowns without actually shooting in for takedowns, if that makes sense. How to get submission wins, without having to shoot in for takedowns all the time. I think that's still something she needs to work on. But I think with the rawness of both of these fighters and the chances they like to take, this is going to be a real good fight. I think this will be tough on the ground for Silva, and it'll be tough on the feet for De La Rosa. I feel like she's much more comfortable on the ground, and she like going for submissions. So just an early look at this fight. We'll see if Silva is able to get the respect of Montana De La Rosa early on with her straight shots and her pressure. See if she can really do some serious damage early on, and if she could withstand a couple of the counter shots from De La Rosa, because De La Rosa, she does have an underrated right hand. I think she just needs to really work on it a little bit more. But I'm just wondering how it's going to be in the clinch. Both of these fighters, they can be very aggressive at times, and I want to know if De La Rosa can land something to hurt Silva, or if the opposite will happen. If this will be another fight where Silva just goes in there and bloodies up somebody like Montana De La Rosa. I know De La Rosa is good on the ground, but one mistake in Silva, she can actually capitalize herself if it goes to the ground. Because again, she submitted Jillian Robertson. That does stand for something. People have to remember Silva did submit her. But yeah, both fighters, they don't really have a lot of defensive tactics, if that makes sense. These two fighters aren't really like defensive minded, where they're really being cautious. They both like to take chances. So again, that's what's going to make this fight really interesting. Somebody's going to be taking a lot of punishment, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I don't see this going 5 rounds. I don't see this going 3 rounds. February 27th, Montana De La Rosa versus Mayra Bueno Silva. Let me know what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.